We have some cruise news from Royal Caribbean, from Carnival, and we have some Alaska cruise news we just have to talk about in today's video. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, do you love a good surprise? I love a good surprise. And Royal Caribbean definitely surprised us all this week. So we're going to talk about that in this video. We're also going to talk about the protocol updates and some really important information that you need to know if you are thinking of booking a cruise with Royal Caribbean. Now, we also have to talk about Carnival. We're going to talk about Alaska, all coming up in this video. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give the video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, I would love to have you here within the Life Well Cruise community. Let's get started. So firstly, let's look at Royal Caribbean's updated protocols for cruises October 1st to October 15th. Now, there are no really big surprises here. All passengers have to be vaccinated other than passengers that are under 12. The testing requirements remain the same for vaccinated passengers at 2 days prior to the day of the cruise. Now, this can be a test that's either done an antigen or a PCR test, like at your Walgreens or your CVS. You can actually purchase home tests on the Royal Caribbean website. Now, these tests are supervised by a health professional and you'll get your results within about 15 minutes. Now, it is a little bit different for children. So children that are aged 2 to 11 must provide a negative PCR test taken no more than 3 days prior to the cruise. Now, home tests are not accepted for children and they will also need to be tested at the terminal before boarding. Now, for children that are unvaccinated, if the cruise is 5 days or longer, they will also need to take an antigen test 24 hours before disembarkation. So what about masks? Well, masks don't have to be worn outside if you're not in a crowded setting. They don't need to be worn in the pool area, and they also don't need to be worn in certain areas that are designated for vaccinated passengers only. So this might be in certain lounges, in certain theaters, in certain restaurants. Now, masks will be required inside in all public areas and as well if you are inside a restaurant, except when you are eating and drinking. As well, masks may be required in certain cruise ports of call according to their local regulations. Now, as I mentioned, these are Royal Caribbean's protocols for cruises October 1st to October 15th. And something that they've noted is that guests that don't want to cruise under these protocols can either postpone their cruise to a later date or request a refund. Now, even if you don't like those protocols so much, I think that you are going to like this next piece of news. Royal Caribbean has just made final payments much more flexible. Now, Royal Caribbean's final payments have been, well, for quite a long time, they've been set at 90 days prior to sailing. And really throughout this entire health situation, really that final payment date has remained unchanged. Even when they've had the Cruise with Confidence and other flexibilities built in, that final payment date has just never wavered. Well, right now, up until December 31st, 2021, what they're doing is they've adjusted the final payment to be set at 30 days prior to sailing. So really leaving a lot of flexibility. Now, with travel restrictions, protocols, and just the health situation changing all the time, the fact that it's set at 30 days prior to sailing, I absolutely love this. Please let me know what you think and if you think all cruise lines should go to a 30-day final payment. Now, Royal Caribbean's also extended its Cruise with Confidence program. Cruise with Confidence is that program by Royal Caribbean where you can cancel your cruise up until 48 hours before the cruise for really whatever reason, and you'll receive the money back that you've paid as a future cruise credit. Now, you can now use your future cruise credit to book up until April 30th, 2022, and to sail up until December 31st, 2022. Now, right now, this applies to any cruises that are booked up until October 31st, 2021. However, this has been extended before. Okay, so now let's put those protocols aside and let's talk about Royal Caribbean's big surprise that wowed us this week. And that is that there's a new cruise ship that is going to be sailing, well, in the Caribbean, and then after that in the Mediterranean. So the Wonder of the Seas was supposed to be sailing in Asia, and we know the entire situation. So now the Wonder of the Seas, which is an Oasis class ship, a new cruise ship, amazing, it is going to be sailing in the Caribbean. Its inaugural sailing leaving from Florida is going to be on March 4th, 2022. If you do want to get on that or any of the other sailings in March and in April. And then in May, it's going to be heading over to Europe, where it's going to be doing 7-day Mediterranean sailings. Now, the Wonder of the Seas looks absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be the largest cruise ship in the world, and Royal Caribbean has even added a brand new neighborhood. It's going to be a suite neighborhood. Now, I have to say, I am really excited about this cruise ship. I don't know if it's because it came out of nowhere, or I'm just really happy with so many of Royal Caribbean's policies, but I'm loving this cruise ship and the itineraries, and I am thinking of booking this for spring. Please let me know if you are too. Okay, well, saying goodbye to Royal Caribbean and saying hello to Carnival, we have some unfortunate news from Carnival, in that the mobile testing that they originally announced or said was likely going to happen, they were going to be working on having mobile testing sort of as a backup plan for cruisers at embarkation ports. Well, they've said that the logistics of it just make it not something that is possible. So that's really kind of disappointing, but at the same time, they do have those home tests that they are accepting. And so they have included a link for cruisers where you can go and you can order these home tests. Now, these home tests come at a cost of $69.99 for 2 tests, but there is something that you do need to watch out for. There is right now, and they noted on sort of the sales page of the website, that there is an expiry date right now of December 15th. So don't stock up on these tests. If your cruise is after December 15th, maybe go back and return to the website. Don't order it just yet. Now, Carnival Corporation's also partnered with Quest Laboratories, so there is a secure link that you can use whether you're booked with Carnival, Princess, Holland America, Seabourn, and basically what you can do is make an appointment at one of the Quest Laboratories if there is one in your area. They are in select pharmacies and select Walmarts as well. Now, in our last big cruise news story, we have the Passenger Vessel Services Act and Alaska coming into the news again. Now, I was hoping we wouldn't have to hear of this again, considering that the Canada cruise ban, well, that ends in November 2021, and everything is just fine for Alaska cruises in 2022. However, there is a proposed bill coming out of Alaska, basically to circumvent the Passenger Vessel Services Act, meaning that cruise ships wouldn't need to stop in a foreign port, meaning Victoria or Vancouver in Canada, and they could really leave from Seattle and they could just head directly up to Alaska and come back like they're doing now. Now, the reaction from CEO of the Greater Victoria Harbour Authority is that it would be devastating for Victoria and thousands of people's livelihoods would be affected. Now, BC's tourism minister does say that he's speaking with industry leaders as well as his federal counterparts to bring up awareness of this issue. Now, I have no idea what will actually happen. I realize that I'm not good at guessing these things at all. I'm even still waiting for that land border to open up from Canada into the United States, but that is a story for another day. But I would love to know what you think of these news topics. What do you think of Royal Caribbean's protocol updates, cruise with confidence, final payment date change? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you did like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I would love to have you here within the Life While Cruise community. Well, bye for now and happy cruising.